So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a very simple EPK design for yourself. I'm going to be showing you from scratch, but before we get into that, I want to tell you the 4 basic elements that should be included in each and every EPK design. The first thing is your artist name, of course. That is how you present yourself, how you'll be recognized. The second thing is the kind of music you make. What genre of music is it? And then the third thing is links to your music, either audio or video, depending on where you are in your journey, because you find some people have just started making music, others have a bit of experience, so their catalog is a bit big, and they are able to single out songs that they would want people to hear and get a first impression of them. Now, depending on your situation, you can decide to put either audio or video or both. The fourth and final element, and in my opinion, which is the most important, is contact information. How are they able to reach you? That said, let's get into creating this EPK. Now, as you can see on the screen, this is an EPK design from my shop. I have a bundle, about 20 EPKs in the bundle, different designs, and this is one of them. Now, it looks like this, it's simple, but I want to show you step by step how I created it so that you can do it for yourself. However, if you're interested in just using this template, I will have it linked below so you can check it out. So I'm going to first add a page. You can see first the background here is yellow. If let's say I want to use a different background, I can just come here and change the color. I could make it white. I could make it green. Like, I could do whatever I want. So it depends on your style. I'm going to keep it mustard or yellow. The next thing now is to organize the structure. So you can see here we have at the top, we have the name, we have one image, and then the about section, and then we have press photos in the middle, and then we have the latest music video. So something that I should mention is it helps a lot if you have pictures that are of the same theme. So either pictures you shot on the same day, maybe to have all your media kind of be comprehensive, just look alike. Now, if you don't have that, you can also go a different aesthetic. Maybe you can do black and white. So you get a picture, different pictures, and you just make all of them black and white. However, you'll have to kind of base your entire EPK around that theme. So it will probably have either like a white background or a black background. But that's just a tip for you. So the next thing here, what I want to do is, assuming I have these images already, which I do, I now want to look for these frames. So these images are attached to frames. Let me show you. So when you click on this and delete, you can see this thing that's left. This thing here is called a frame. So what I want to do is put frames here where I'll attach these images. So what I'm going to do is come to the elements section here and then type in square. All right. Type in square like that. And then come down. We can see that there's a frame section here. Even at the top here, you can come and click on frames. And then these are the frames that are presented to you. So you can decide to do either square frame like this with the solid corners, the sharp corners, or you can do the rounded corners here. So instead, I'm going to do the sharp ones because we have the sharp corners here. So click on that. This is the first frame that we've added. So that's the frame. Now, what other frames here do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are going to be able to transform this to look like these options here. So let's just copy and paste like this. Then we can reduce and just adjust. So now we're adjusting this frame for the middle media as shown here. And now for the final one, come down here and stretch this like this. Okay. So once we have the structure down, let's add some text. So for text, I click T. And as you can see here, the text that we're using, the font is a grandeur wide. I hope that's how that's read. And it has that same format here. However, if you want to change the text. You can come to this point here, to the font, you click, and then one thing you need to do is always filter. If you are using the free version of Canva, it's important for you to come to the filters and click free so that all the options you're being shown, you have access to. And fortunately, this one, this text font, we have access to it. So this is where I'm going to put it. In terms of size, this is a 14, so I can just adjust this, make it 14 as well. Okay, now I'm just showing you an example of what I would do. Of course, I have a reference, which is something I advise for anyone who's designing their own EPK. Have a reference that you want to base your design off of, and then after that you can start to get more creative and kind of personalize it for yourself. But having a reference makes it so much easier. So that's the first text. If I want to change the color, I come here, click, then I change the color to this. Boom. I can just copy this, put it right here, and then here as well. I want to make sure at least they're the same. Okay, like that. So you can already see it taking shape. So now let's copy this and have it here for the about section. And then we shall need now to add a text box for the actual bio or biography. Now you can see there are two sections of text that are left. This one for the biography and down here for the contacts, if you can see that. So I'm going to open another text box. Again, you click T. Now you've noticed here that the font is a bit different. So you can see it's Glacial Indifference. I think that's what it's called. Yes. And that's what I'm going to use here. So let's do that. Boom. And then let's remove the bold factor. So here you can already see that our EPK is basically almost complete, right? So let me change this color to match the rest, like that. And then just copy this text box, bring it down this side, because the contact information shares the same, right? So I can see this is a bit squeezed down here. So I want to move this up a bit, like this. Yeah, I think that's good. So this has enough space. So that is text. And then on this design, we also have the icons up here, the social media icons. So these, I made them myself, right? So if you want access to them, it's going to come along with the template that I've shared below. If you want to use this actual template to design your own EPK, it's customizable. I have a variety of social media icons in different colors that are added to the product if you get it off the shop. I have them here in my uploads. Where are they? I can't find them here. Usually I import them into my uploads and then I'm able to add them here. So these ones are not given by Canva, right? Let's just look at the information I want to show you. So you can see uploaded by AM Digital, right? AM Digital is my business. So I uploaded this, I created and uploaded it. So you won't be able to find them within Canva. You can always search. When you come to elements, you can come and search Instagram icon. All right, then you come to graphics. Now here, of course, you must keep in mind that a lot of options are going to be pro. So you might see something you like but not be able to use it. Again, the same thing applies. Come to the filters and then you filter by free so that everything it shows you is accessible. So these are the Instagram icons you can use. But for me, it doesn't cut it. All that to let you know that I'm just going to copy these icons like this, copy, and just paste them. So with the images, before even we get into the images, let's look at the biography. So I have another video where I created an EPK for myself, and I went into the process I used to write my own biography. I'll link that below. But this biography, we're just going to take it from here, copy it, and then paste it right here. Now, of course, there's a size difference here. It's 10.3. This one is 13. So we need to move this to 10. And then just align it like this. Now here, the alignment we used in the other one, in this, was this straight edges, the straight edge alignment. And we brought it to align with the social media icons at the top here, and also this, the contact information at the bottom. So for the contact information, we have the email and the phone number here. So we can just copy that, paste it in here. These are details that you need to have for yourself before even you start creating. You must have them ready so that you're not going now and searching for them in different places. So we align it to the right like that. And then now we start changing the text. So here, the name of the artist here was Jazzy Juno. Okay, the alignment is supposed to be to the left. So Jazzy Juno, like that. Oh, this was it's a mix of uppercase and lowercase. Here I've just made everything uppercase. So let's change that. We're trying to get it exactly as it is. Jazzy Juno, right? Then here, biography, right? Or it actually said about. Let's just use about, but you could use biography as well. Just like that. And we come down this side. Okay, this I want to bring it up a little bit, like that, yeah. And then here, press photos, right? Boom. And then here was music video, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, latest music video, like that. Boom. How are we looking, guys? It looks basically exactly the same, right? So here, I've noticed the edges are a bit rounded, and here as well, they seem a bit rounded. They don't seem as sharp. This is the only sharp one. So let's go and round now these edges. Boom. Can round it like that. That's 9. So now we just come in here and just make it uniform. 9. 9. Like that. So we've rounded those. Let's see if this can also do 9. All right, so we've rounded the edges to 9. I'm thinking of rounding this as well, just make everything uniform. But since we are going based off of this, we're just making it simple, keeping it simple. So for the images, you'll probably have them in your uploads here, and then you bring them in. How you bring them in is like this. Let me just show you. I'm just going to show you from a random image, like that, all right? So you can click and then just hover in order to attach, or you can literally drag it in and attach it like that. And then in order to move it around and position it well, you just double click and do that. And it's like that, right? So it's really that simple if you want to add an image. However, I'm going to use this image here, all right? Maybe let me just show you guys all the way. Let me not be lazy. So let's remove this. So the thing about this is these images are premium images. So that's why you see here I've pasted to see the collection. I'm not able to see it because I've filtered all the information it's giving me in elements under free or through the free option. So that is one thing to note as well for yourself. So let me just remove this just to show you guys, right? But yours will be your own images. So let's go to photos. These are the images now. So let me see this image. Where you at? Is right here. So I'll just click this. Boom. Just like that, light. Then down this side, he's with a saxophone. Is that a saxophone? I think it's a saxophone or a trumpet. I don't know. Yeah, but it's right here. So click, boom, like that. The next one is with the trumpet. It's right here. Boom, click, like that. All right. Just like that. So you can see they are a bit even different because here you can see the dimensions for these frames were a bit wider. These are a bit slimmer. You can tell even the space between them, but that's something you can change for yourself, right? But if you want to make it perfect, we need to do that, then bring this in like this, right? So it can be stuff like that. Yep. And then down here, so when you're dealing with a music video on your EPK, what you want to do is go to the song on YouTube and then screen grab the most interesting part or a part of the song that you want to use as the thumbnail within your EPK. So here I simply used an image. You can see, I think, the image here. No, it's a different one, but same vibes. I think this is the one. So I use this image, bring it in, adjust it, of course, like that. And then I come into my uploads and I get the YouTube icon, right? So I have my icons here. I have one here. So these ones, I got them again off of a different website. I'm going to share a PNG website where you can get this kind of images. But basically, I click this, right? It's now brought in. And as you can see, because it's an image, as soon as I hover over one of these frames, it basically tries to replace, and we can't have that. So I'll just drag with the button on my keyboard. So that is that now. Okay, that's not in the middle, I don't think so. Let's see, just like that. Boom. So we are nearing the completion of our EPK. You can just look at the one at the top and the one at the bottom. There are some subtle differences, mostly to do with the sizes of the media, but these are things that are easily rectifiable. If I really want something exactly like this, I can literally just edit this to basically fill up more space, probably reduce these. These are a bit longer than this. So I'll reduce the size of this so that I can increase the size of this. But this is basically how it comes out. So if I want to change the background, just look how this can change everything, right? So white, boom, right? Depending on your branding. Say maybe I want it to be like blue. That can also work. If I want it to be pink, I can do that. I can do all these different things with this type of template. So it allows you to really keep being creative with your EPK design. So that is how far we've come so far. Now, for the last part of this tutorial, I want to show you how you can link your media to these particular images or these particular characters within your EPK. So if I want to link maybe the music video for this, what I would need to do is go to my YouTube channel, and then whatever video that is, say this is the video, just like as an example, I copy the link, come back to my design. So I click on the element that I want to link the video to. Say for example, this icon. I'll come and click these three buttons, the ellipses, and then scroll down till I see link, click, and then paste. Once that's done, boom. When someone clicks on this, it will take them directly to the video. Now, a common practice for me is, for example, with this video, there's this icon. I make sure the icon has a link on it. I make sure this thumbnail itself has a link on it, so that if someone comes and clicks, maybe they don't click this icon, they click the image, it still redirects them to where I want them to go and view the video. So I'll do the same thing, link this. So another way, you can just right click, this menu appears, you come to link, paste, boom, light work. So you see the link appears. That's how you know that it's linked. The link appears. For these images, let's just do that practically. So this is an example of the image. It's not the exact one, but I would come and click on this this menu, this dotted menu up here. You can come and click on share, and then grant access to anyone with the link. Once you've changed this and you copy the link, anyone that clicks on that link within this EPK design will be able to access that photo and download it. So what you've done is basically make it accessible to everyone and make sure it's downloadable as well. So people who can download are editors, commenters, and viewers. So just make sure that your settings are in order, and then you're done. And then once you've copied that link, because you've seen me copy it, come back this side, same process, boom. And now this is linked to the Google Drive. Someone can just come, click this, and download the image for themselves. Say they're a media outlet, they want to write a piece on you, they do that. And now you do that for each of these options as well. And then up here, the same thing. If you want to make this image accessible to whoever is viewing your EPK, do that same thing. Now, something not to forget is to link these social media platforms as well. So you need to get your Instagram link, the link to your Instagram account, your artist account. You copy that, come in here, same procedure, come to link, then you paste it in here. And that's how you make sure that your icons and your images and your videos are linked in your EPK. I hope that you found this helpful. Again, if you want to use this template, I have it down below. But tell me down in the comments, don't these look eerily similar? Because literally I just copied and pasted. I'll see you guys in the next video.